I want to do this video today as a follow-up to the one that I did yesterday. The one yesterday, if you've seen it or not seen it, it's on property here. For those that would invest up to 100,000 US, and two of them qualified for the property owner's visa, the 3-year property owner's visa here. I'll explain that again in a minute or so. My name is William Hutchison. My wife and I own Armenia, Colombia Realty for expats. And as the name suggests, our focus is on expats. We see our service as one that has a serious interest in the financial investments of people in Colombia. It's very easy here to overpay because the prices are 20 or 25% of what you're probably used to in your home city. So paying 30 or 35%, you would still think that you got a great deal when you paid 10% more than the market. It's apples and oranges. It's apples in Colombia and oranges everywhere else. I'm going to refer to my notes because I found 6 that I think are of good value. I didn't go into an exhaustive search. I was barely scratching the surface. In this category, between $100,000 and $225,000, there was 749 listings on one site. Now, that will give you some indication as to how many properties are for sale in Armenia and the area. If you throw out lots, fincas, perhaps properties that wouldn't appeal to expats, there's at least 12 or 14,000 listings, and there's good value amongst them. There's also many that are overpriced, so you have to be careful. All of these properties will qualify for the property owner's visa. That's a visa in Colombia that right now with the exchange rate, I've used 4,600 pesos to the dollar. If you buy a property of 88,000 US or more, you qualify to apply for that 3-year visa. It's much easier getting that than the pension visa. Not that either is difficult, but the property owner's visa is fairly straightforward if you have the documentation to support the purchase. All of these are at least 3 bedrooms and multiple baths. Only the first that I'm going to talk to you about has 2 baths. I only went, I think, to 3 pages, which is 75 listings, and I found these 6 just in that 75. But I eliminated many by the location or the design, by curb appeal. Those with no pool, there's a couple here that I'm going to talk to you about. A pool now with the house in place is going to run about $15,000 to $20,000. So if you see one here that you like that doesn't have a pool but has the space at the back, then add $20,000 to the numbers that I'm going to give you. Don't forget, these are asking prices. They're negotiable, every one of them. I didn't include any new because the companies here that build are pretty tight with their asking prices, and there's no negotiable room. As well, I really believe here that there's such a choice in the used market that you don't need to pay the new premium. There's a lot of things that you can do here for $5,000. Labor's very, very inexpensive, and so is most of the material. These are all good value. I'm not going to get into I like the design of the kitchen, or the kitchen looks really good, or maybe you need to get rid of the bathroom fixtures, those sorts of things. Those are your decisions. ultimately. I'm going to post the links below, and you can follow by the numbers, because I'm going to give you the number as I go through. And just a few comments. I'm not going to go into in depth because I didn't when I looked at the listings. The first one is the only condo in the list, and if you're suspicious, it may not be attractive to you because it's on the 13th floor, and it is the top floor. It's 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. It's about 1,500 square feet, and they're asking $213,000 US. It has a pool. The administration monthly is $84, which is about in the middle of what most administration is here in Colombia. It obviously depends on the number of units that are in the building. It has a lot of natural light, great views. It's on in an area called Centenario. Centenario is a 4-lane road. I'm not sure where this building is exactly, but there's a lot of development off little lanes off Centenario, and it's very, very quiet in the back there. The only negative with this is Centenario is not very convenient. You're either going to take taxis or you're going to buy a car. Cars are cheap. I mean, you get the Renault 4-door sedan for $12,000, including taxes. So if you're looking at paying $200 or $250 for a property and it's another $12 for a car because you get what you want, I don't think that's a huge expense, as long as you have the financial ability to do that. The second one is in Laureles. Laureles is the number 2 barrio in Armenia, the city itself. If you watch my other videos, I've mentioned it quite a bit. Very convenient. They're asking $117,000 for this unit, and it's 1,750 square feet, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom. The administration is $76. There's no mention of a pool, but if there was space, again, we're into that $15,000 price range. Just a personal opinion, the blue paint has to go. The next one is in El Caimo. El Caimo is the best barrio. It's close to the airport. It's probably the best barrio in the whole department. Here they're called departments. In other places they're states or provinces. This one has an apartment, and I couldn't really make out from the photos where it was or how it was. I guess it could be used as an in-law suite or maybe to provide some income. They say the building has 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. So I think with those numbers, those bedrooms and bathrooms do include the apartment. For this one, they're asking $195K US, $195,000. Administration is only $47. For me, it doesn't have a lot of curb appeal, but it's $195, and I wanted to include it because of the asking price. Number 4 is a casa. I have no idea where it is. It's 5 plus 5, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 202,000, 2,900 square feet. There's no pool, but there's space for one. At 202,000, with the pool, a little bit of negotiation, you might be in at 210, 205, and you've got the pool that you want. That's the one advantage too with having to put a pool in. You get exactly what you want. If you want to put a jacuzzi in with it, you want it heated, you can do those things while it's being built. The 5th one is a casa. It's over 3,000 square feet. It's 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom. No pool, but there's room for it. And they're asking $196,000. This casa has lots of light. It's very open. It's great views. This is great value. All of these are, but this one for me stands out. They're asking $196,000 for this casa, which is a very, very good price. If you do the landscaping, not much money here. Plants are very inexpensive, and you can get someone to do the design for you at one of the nurseries and put a pool in, and with the views there and the size of the unit and the natural light, I think you'd have a really nice setup. And if the day came to sell, you wouldn't lose a peso. The last one is a townhouse. It just says north. I think I know where it is. It's 3 and 2. This one's about 1,500 square feet. They're asking $109,000. And at that price, it would leave you some room to do cosmetics. I like the laminate floors. None of these have laminate floors. You can do them fairly inexpensively if you want to have that look. There's not much wood floors the way we in Canada and the United States see the wood floors, where oak or pine 1.5 inches thick is installed and then sanded and finished. Everything here is laminate. One proviso about the 1st and the 6th. Both of these are in developments that are a little bit aged, and roofs don't last forever. I advise all of my clients that are buying in a townhouse project to get at least 3 years of financial statements and minutes of meetings, the annual meeting, from the condominium corporation. You don't want to move into a townhouse and find out that the account for capital improvements has been overdrawn, and more than that, now you need a roof, and here comes a special assessment of $2,000. You just have to confirm those financial numbers. I can do that for you. It's a fairly simple process, but any time you're into a condominium corporation, the administration fees should cover current expenses and have a little to be set aside for future improvements, renovations that have to be made. That's it for this video. I'm going to do another one on 225 plus. There's not a lot of Colombians with the wages that are paid here that can afford 225 plus. But just the same, with our focus on expats that can come here with decent equity, I'm going to put maybe another 5 out there, the ones that I think are really good value. I have 2 right now on my website that are super value. They're $325 US. I have 2 others. One's a traditional, huge, over 4,000 square feet, 6 bedroom, 6 bathroom, beautifully landscaped. I have another one. All of these are out by the airport. I have another one with a 2-story pool house that could easily be converted to an in-law suite. Again, 6 bedroom, 6 bathroom, pool. But the 2 that I have for $325 are exceptional value. The one seller wants to get themselves an RV and go back to the United States and travel up to Alaska and just for 2 years. And the other needs, because of family issues, needs to move to another city in Colombia. So they're both offered at I want to sell prices. Have a look at them, Armenia, Colombia Realty for Expats.com. They're there. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me through the website or here as well. Okay? Have a great day. I live in paradise. You can too.